Hey, my name is Robert Damagella, and I'm the CEO of Finance Insider. And I want to talk to you today about how to finance a multifamily property using creative financing strategies. You too can invest in multifamily properties, and often with little or no money of your own, if you really understand how to structure a multifamily deal using creative financing. Multifamily financing and creative financing, for that matter, really is between both the equity and the debt side of the capital stack. Whether you're raising equity or sourcing debt, they can all be done creatively. And these creative approaches can often, and you not coming up with any funds out of your pocket. It's truly doable. In fact, I'm doing one right now. I have a deal with seller financing, 75% of a $5.5 million acquisition, 4.125 million, 5 years, interest only at 5%. And then, of course, I'm syndicating the equity piece for investors to participate in the outstanding returns that very inexpensive debt's going to create. So let's dig in a little bit. Let's talk about what this really means and how you do it, okay? The three main strategies that are most prevalent right now are syndication on the equity side, debt assumption on the debt side, and then obviously seller financing, which I just mentioned to you, is one that I'm participating in right now for myself and the folks that I work with, my investors. Number one, you have to understand how to structure and offer, and when it comes to seller financing, offer that opportunity or that option to your seller. You have to know how to find the right seller. There's specific things that you look for and specific traits of a seller that demonstrate that he may be a good candidate for seller financing. And some of those are such as someone who's retiring, someone who wants to create additional income in their retirement. They don't need the money. There's a variety of traits that you look for that can very definitely create a situation where you've got great seller financing, as I've obtained in the deal that I'm working on right now, which I think makes sense on the debt side, is assumable debt. Now, that's been pretty prevalent lately with some of the debt that was issued 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago with lower interest rates. We're seeing assumable debt coming due from the agencies, meaning Fannie and Freddie, in the 3 to 4%, 4.5% range, but very attractive terms. There's a lot of things you need to think about when you're assuming debt, especially Freddie debt. You need to be qualified to do that. You need to understand the terms, whether there's an interest-only component to it, what the prepayment penalty looks like, and if that works out in conjunction with your term and your deal, especially if you're doing a syndication. There are a lot of factors that go into it, but if you can assume a really low interest rate debt, you can lock in some great returns for your investors and yourself if you're doing a syndication, and for yourself if you're not, by assuming debt. So what do we got? We've got seller financing, number one, as I mentioned. Number two, potentially assumable debt in the right deal, and that'll be offered to you by the broker who's selling the deal. And then number three, the gold standard is syndication. If you have the ability to syndicate a deal, it's the golden key to success and wealth. If you're able to raise equity and structure it in a way within the guidelines of the regulatory rules that are out there. There are rules, and you do need to be cautious. But if you're able to structure a syndication and raise the equity component for your deal, and you couple that with seller financing or assumable financing with low interest rates, man, you can really knock the cover off the ball and create not only great returns for yourself, but for your investors as well, and really dig deep into building that portfolio, that multifamily portfolio you're looking for. So I just wanted to share with you some points of creative financing and how we can get deals under our belt that, or you can get deals under your belt, I should say rather, that others may not be able to, because you understand the rules and the techniques of creative financing. I wish you all the best, and remember, it's all in the numbers.